What's up YouTube, Qliphort Duelist back at it again with another deck profile. What do we got going on, Jared?
So this is the promised Qli deck profile with the extra spice added, you know. That research I did, it works, and I like it a lot.
Okay, so we'll just get right on with it, guys. Alright, let me just pan on down.
True.
And zoom in a bit. Yeah, right around quick fix.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and get started with the, one of Qliphort towers when he's coming to 3.
Big boy.
Yeah. And these 3 Qlis to tribute summon, sends a card from your opponent's hand or field, their choice. He's just a pretty good guy. I'd invite him to like my bar mitzvah or something. Play 2 copies of Shell. He's one of the 2 tribute ones. He can attack twice when he's tribute summoned using Qli tributes. He's a pretty strong guy, 2800, under skill drain, you just go bam, bam, and he's just like eat, and just destroys everything. So he's the main attack power. 2 copies of Stealth. I could probably bump this up to 3 if I thought about how to move stuff around, but it's alright at 2. I already see enough like doubles of everything, especially the next card. But Stealth spins a card when he's summoned. It's a pretty good.
Spins a card.
Yeah, spins a card. It returns it to the hand. And your opponent can activate cards or effects in response to that effect activation. So it's pretty good. But I typically use it on my own scout to get another search.
Pay 800.
That's what I do. And 2 copies of Disc. It's around 2 tribute guys. Disc, when he's tribute summon using a Qli, you shuffle summon 2 Qlis from your deck. And it's just that simple. Disc's a pretty good guy. You tribute, get your 2, go into Genius, Pendulum out those 2, search towers, tribute summon out, dude, it's easy. It's great. This deck is super easy if you know what you're doing. Into the lore guys, play 3 copies of Carrier, and then the 3 copies of Helix, just because you kind of have to. Helix pops spells and traps, and Carrier, what do you bounce? Yeah, you bounce monsters. So, pop spells and traps, bounce monsters. They're your disruption engine, so as long as you can keep getting them out turn after turn and tribute summoning with them, you can just get rid of your opponent's board, attack for big bounty damage, you know. Then the last Qli monsters, the 1 Scout, and 2 Monolith. I hate Monolith. This is the worst card in the deck. I see it every single game. I will draw 3 Summoner's Art and a Monolith, and it's just like, why? So, I could see taking this guy down to 1, because I hate him that much. But I need more established scales, so I think 2's a fine number. 3 is way too many. He's a necessary evil, I suppose. And the last 2 monsters I play is where the spice comes in. So we got 1 copy of Ether and 1 copy of Erebus.
So what's going on here?
So in my research, I found that every Qli monster except for the Qliphorts and Scout has the same exact stats as the Monarchs. So you can run Tenacity, and that means you can also run Pantheism. And it's pretty crazy. It's an extra tribute turn 1 if you can get the stuff off. Pantheism needs to go back to 2 or 3. If it does, this will become much more usable, but I like it how it is. Erebus, you send 2 when he's tribute summoned. Send 2 with different names and he'll make your opponent get rid of a card. You summon Ether. You can summon Ether during your opponent's turn too. Ditch 2. And then special summon a Qli from your deck, pretty much. Granted, its effects and stuff will be negated, but you get it back to your hand at the end of the turn. And
Very spicy.
Yeah, and then you can just tribute the Ether. It's great. So that's it for monsters. On to spells. I play 1 copy of Pendulum Paradox, just to get your scale stuffs back. It's nice to pendulum from hand every once in a while, so you don't have to keep doing it from Genius, from extra deck. It's terrible. 2 copies of Pot of Duality. I've gone through like 4 builds of this deck, and most of them played Duality and Demise, and I was like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. I hate discarding towers because he always shows up in my hand after I Demise. So I'm just playing the 2 copies of Duality because I think I've got it enough consistency to where I don't really need to draw that much. Granted, it is Qli and Monarch, so it is just like
Brick City.
a lead brick waiting to happen, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Play 3 Summaries Art to search out, you know, Big Papa Scout, pay 800 Maestro, and his retarded brother Monolith. Whatever the situation requires. For the Monarch spells, I play 1 Frost Blast, 1 Pantheism, and 3 copies of Tenacity.
Why the Frost Blast?
Because I don't have a 3rd Prime, I don't know where it went, but I needed another Monarch spell I trap because, especially one with a different name, so I could get both Ether and Erebus's effects off if I had to. So it's just another name pretty much, so I can hopefully have something in deck. Plus, it's not that bad of a card. You know, you control something with the Monarch stats, and you pop a face down, spell a trap.
Okay.
Me too, Frost Blast. He wants to be in the party more. 3 copies of Sacrifice. You already know what this card do. Equip 2 tributes. When it leaves the field, you search for a Qli. Yeah, it's just a very strong card. This card's too good to be back at 3. But I think it's the right format because everything sucks except for Pendulum Magician. And the last spells I play are 2 copies of Laser Clip. For that additional Qli normal summon. And their normal summons can't be negated, which is pretty cool sometimes. I had this and 2 Terraforming before, but I would absolutely love drawing Laser Clip and Terraforming at the same time. And it's like, well, that just kind of bricks out 3 cards in my deck, you feel me? Alright, on to the traps. 2 copies of Prime Monarch. You know, ditch it off Pantheism, banish something from grave. Get your special summon, as long as you don't got scales. Because the scales are stupid in this deck and I hate them. But you get a free monster to tribute. Because as long as you tribute a Qli monster, you get their effects. Except for Towers, because he's special and he needs all Qli monsters. 1 skill drain. You know. Solemn Judgment, and 2 Solemn Strikes to round out the deck. I had Warning in here too, but I just needed more space, so I just started cutting these down. I just put this back in because I hate Recreate with a passion. That is the worst card in the deck now. It's so terrible.
40 card main deck?
Yep.
So if you could, you would switch out Frost Blast for another Prime?
More than likely. I'd have to do more testing with 3, but 2 is good. I've always thought I needed another name, but I never knew what to put in for it. So I just have that now. So onto the extra deck. It's only like 9 cards because Qli don't play an extra deck really, and neither does Monarch. So we're crazy out here. We're spicy.
It's like True Draco.
Yeah. If shit happens and you lose your scales, you can go ham in your extra deck. But I don't really know how often that happens, except for like Cosmics flying around. But it's whatever. So we'll just get on with that. I got Hope.
It's just here.
Yeah, I play a lot of level 8s. So Hope Harbinger, pretty crazy guy. I only play 2 level 7s, so I only play 1 rank 7 is big guy. Just take a monster real quick, you know, no big deal. Guess you could play Draco second here too if you really wanted to. You could go crazy with like Lynx if you really wanted to. I'm sure there's some build that some guy in like Bulgaria has with Qli that's just like amazing, broken, undefeated at locals. But I don't got that. Instead I have a Utopia Beyond in my extra deck. You know, 2 level 6 monsters. Why use those monsters to tribute when you can go Utopia Beyond?
Exactly.
It's a pretty strong guy.
That make everything 0.
Other Utopias for the meme lord status. Because when Qli's are normal special summon, they become level 4s. So, you know, rank 4 engines with the Tornado Dragon as well. So you know, just pop, 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 pop. The last 3 cards I run are the cards that you'll special summon out of extra deck. Genius.
The ones that matter.
Yeah, the only ones that you can do in normal gameplay. Without the...
What's this boy do?
Genius is a pretty good guy. He's like unaffected by pretty much everything. You know, spells and traps and activated effects of other Link monsters. He's a pretty strong guy. 1800, big body. You can target a card on both sides of the field and negate their effects until the end of the turn, which is pretty strong because you target a Qli and he becomes, you know, what he was meant to be. I usually just target Laser Clip though after I've already done my attack. It's crazy. Or all my summoning, whatever. And then if two monsters are summoned to this theme, two monsters are summoned to his zones at the same time, you get to search for a level 5 or higher machine, which is, you know, a Qli, or a Cyber Dragon, or a Galaxy Soldier. There's a lot you can do with this guy. It's pretty crazy stuff. If you play him in ABC and you play in those Galaxy Soldiers, you know, you just tag out, and then you're like, oh dude, yeet, and then go infinity. Genius is very busted for a rare.
Hey, he's like $2.
Yeah. Well, that's about it there.
Alright, anything else? Anything new going on?
Not to my knowledge, no. Lair of Darkness comes out this week. So look for 14 deck profiles using that stuff.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Got a lot of people, you know, like Dark Lord Layer, Brandish Layer when that comes out.
Yeah, wait another month for that.
Yeah, so we got stuff coming out, guys, and be reading your comments, especially for the Pokemon side too. So we're establishing stuff right now. So with that being said, please like, subscribe, comment your needs and stuff. What you guys want to watch. Like, we'll go get stuff, or what decks you want us to build, we'll go build them. You know, just give us some time. But that being said, Qliphort Duelist signing out.
Peace.